Welcome in, everybody. We are heading into Tomb of the Spider Queen for our second best of 3 of the day. And we have got on the left-hand side, as I'm making us a prediction. I'm also getting used to this keyboard still. I don't know why home row is so hard to find on this one. All right. So, we have got on the left-hand side, Freedom Exporters. On the right, it's going to be Three-Legged Cat. I can't wait to get stepped on by large food. Yeah, food. That's definitely what I... Yep, that's my motifing always. All right, so let's do some housekeeping here. So first off, this is Freedom Exporters on the left side with Three-Legged Cat on the right. Freedom Exporters is our NA team. So if you're rooting for NA and you want to throw some blind gambling onto that, you're welcome to do so. Canopy Growth. I don't know why Justing does this, but that is Justing. If you were curious, instead of being Justing, he's Canopy Growth. We did have map bans. We had Haunted Mines and Dragonshire banned away by Freedom Exporters. We have got Sky Temple and Alterac Pass banned away by the side of Three-Legged Cat. The members of Three-Legged Cat won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority, so the Freedom Exporters have chosen to take us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. This is the... Oh, sorry, my Twitch preview died, and I was panicking that my stream died. This is the Meta Madness style of draft, so here's that are picked and played are unavailable for future maps. Imperius was fixed, so he is back and available, so all 90 heroes are available. Bans at the top of the screen do not carry over in this best of 3 series. There are bounties as well. No tournament baseline bans. Bounties are like pick Murky and win with it, stuff like that. So we'll talk about bounties. If you want to know more about them, you can use !MC and go to the Liquipedia page. It does still say Imperius is banned, but I did confirm with the tournament admin that he is not, and the Liquipedia is just out of date. So, I believe that catches you up on everything. Let's get into Tomb of the Spider Queen. First pick over the side of Three-Legged Cat. What are they going to do? Blaze is available.
I will not be denied.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Stark. That sounds about right. I mean, there's literally a company in Humboldt, California called Talking Trees. Yeah, Gul'dan will be your first pick, though, on the right-hand side. Three-Legged Cat had a really good Gul'dan game last series. This is going to be a Rhaegar Dahaka out the gate from Freedom Exporters. Yeah, no Haunted Mines, unfortunately. Tomb of Spider Queen, Johanna's banned away, Junkrat. With a Gul'dan to start. They could go dive heavy with Diablo. They could do a pick composition with Stitches, possibly. They could go for a variant for simplicity. Looks a little bit like a dive comp. Cho'Gall is up and available. Cho'Gall is up and available. And they do have a Cho'Gall. Oh my god. Oh my god. The trees or the egg? Which came first? Trees, for sure. I don't know what I said about eggs. Tree eggs? Egg trees? No!
Miss.
Stupid. Alright, well, anyways, ban on the left-hand side needs to come through. Could just focus on a main tank, potentially, or they could be good guys and ban away Gaul. Oh, no, Sylvanas. Get rid of the sustained damage. I mean, Madara does have a really, really good Sylvanas. Not sure if he wants to... As I keep saying, like, I don't know what the ping priority is for the NA players. I don't know if it's really an issue at all. I don't know what the level of practice is outside of, like, Cure, Justing, and Prismat. Actually, and Porky. Actually, Madara is really the only one that I really don't know how the ping will deal for him. Because Porky, Cure, Justing... What's up, Foo Fighter? Good to see you. I agree, Empress. Yeah, rude. Thanks, Ash Mantle. Yeah. Well, it's a Tassadar Stitches with Rhaegar Dahaka. Genji picked up on the right side. I was going to say, it's going to be a dive-heavy comp, isn't it? Also, a Nubrak with Stitch's Gorge is really good because you can cocoon the target and spit out the gorged target. Granted, if a Nubrak is the one that's gorged, then that's kind of awkward. Yeah, I agree, Stark. This is fine. This is fine. Hitting hooks on ping. We're gonna see. What's this last pick? Junkrat? No, he's banned away. I feel like they need more CC to follow up the hook for burst, but... Oh, I like this, actually. I like this a lot. You hook, gorge, sunder away the enemy team. You got a root as well to follow up. Yeah, that's really good. All right. Let's see how the NA team does. We'll see if three-legged cats can win. I guess let's actually phrase it the other way. We'll see if Freedom Exporters can win. Let's get into game, everybody. I really like the three-legged cat draft. It's got great CC, wave clear is really good, burst is great, scaling is fantastic, heroic fight is great. On the opposing side though, for Freedom Exporters, I mean they do have really good hook into CC. You got drag, hook, root from Thrall, Earthgrasp Totem later on, Tassadar Force Walls. We're gonna see here. We're gonna see here. Definitely interesting, to say the least. Whoa, hello, mouse. On the left-hand side, also, I got my camera rotation to work. On the left-hand side, we got Freedom Exporters with Madara is your Thrall, Porky, Rhaegar, Cure, Dahaka, Justing is Stitches, and Prismat playing Tassadar. Right side of the map, three-legged cat. Drac is the Genji. We got a Taikessa on the Gul'dan. Shout out to Scorch in chat who caught this one earlier. Thank you, bud. I would have been saying Nano all day. My try on the Blaze. High Wraith is going to be on Anubarak and Captain Rex playing the Anduin. Pursuit of... Ooh! Kydirian Amulet. You don't say. Hungry for more. I'm surprised they didn't go for Alexstrasza. I feel like they would have been able to get a ton of value from that. Tissue Generation for the Dahaka. We see Colossal Totem Rhaegar and Rolling Thunder for the Thrall. Agile Dismount, Adrenaline Stimpack, Nerubian Armor, Pursuit of Flame, and the Well of Light for the Anduin. Drag lands from Dahaka, but a Leap of Faith pulls that Blaze to safety. How big is the hero pool for the USA boys? Their player levels? I have no hero. Yeah, I honestly, I don't know, Moodier. I really don't know. There's no way for me to check outside of literally asking them. First blood to Freedom Exporters, and Justing lands the hook? Okay. All right. I was honestly thinking this would be Kydirian Amulet because I was watching Prismat a couple days ago, and they were playing On Tomb, if I'm not mistaken, and it was a Kydirian Amulet game, so we'll see how this all works out. They did go in for, like, not Arcane Barrier. They went into, my gosh, Force Barrier level 20 for that extra range. Didn't go for the Twilight Archon. We'll see how the build comes together. This is exciting. No bias here by any means, but it's just good to see that the NA team is not getting steamrolled out the gate. That's really the big thing for me, is they're not immediately getting steamrolled here. Doesn't feel like a one-sided start. But either way, we do have camps to be grabbed all around the map. Gul'dan managing mid. Both teams getting closer and closer to a Webweaver turn-in. Looks like we got about 27 on both sides. A little bit turned in for the Freedom Exporters, as High Wraith in bottom lane is going to get caught by a Force Wall. And another kill goes over to the side of Freedom Exporters. Twitch Gamble's going to close soon, and we got some really good odds already. Thank you, everyone, for participating. Have the groceries come to you, Ninja. Easy. Live that NA life. Shockray coming out. Kydirian Amulet still building up. 69 stacks currently. Did go into the Plasma Shield. All right. So far, this is the Tassadar build I like to do. Little experience advantage, of course, from those two kills. Jet Propulsion finds Cure in bottom lane. Drac with some Shuriken Mastery stackage as well, already at 11. Kessa with a few Fell Flames thrown out, trying to get that stackage on a level 1, already at 13. Thrall will be going into the Frostwolf pack at level 4. Madara backing away just to safety here. Doesn't want to get rotated in. Genji jumps. How did that hook not hit Captain Rex? I'm very surprised. Small skirmish. Justin taking a lot of sustained damage from that Gul'dan. Gets a nice chomp onto the Genji. Deflect activated as well. Is there another hook thrown back? No. Rhaegar does jump in for a small lunge. Porky with a bit of damage of their own as Prismat continues to build up level 1 stackage. Uh-oh. Good burrow charge into Impale. Genji swift strikes through. The Tassadar thought he could make a simple rotation there, but Cure misses the drag. Thrall tries to get the setup and is able to do so, and I think there's a lot of gems drop right there from the Genji. It looks like that's 12. Justing setting up for an angle. Taikessa with a few fell flames into the wave. Lunge in, Dahaka with the turn in, and we do have Freedom Exporters with a first turn in of the map. 3-1 in kills, 7 on both sides. Of course, a little bit faster experience to level 8 on the side of Freedom Exporters. It is full Resonance Beam build. It is Arc Discharge. Oh, wait, that's a hook onto a Nubarak, but he's fine. Doesn't look like there's much pressure onto him afterwards. Tassadar pushing up the wave, finds Drak over here. A little beam action. Force Wall doesn't get the displacement they're hoping for, but it looks like the Genji did have mobility already, so wouldn't be able to get away. First round of stackage for the quest is already done, so you have one little jump up the beam. Good siege value from that. Hook finds this Anduin. What? He doesn't go down. He gets a Desperate Prayer. Healing debuff goes out as well. Wait, the Force Wall is humongous? Though Rhaegar does go down. Genji will be traded. It's a 2-for-1, and the Webweaver phase continues to push top lane. Dahaka brush stalks to top lane. Kier looks for the drag, misses. High Wraith with a nice burrow charge there. I love auto attack Tassadar. It's so underrated. You need Psystorm for wave clear. You need Q build for damage. Or you just do this build and win. I think the other builds are very viable. Like, I think Tassadar actually has a nice mixture of builds. I just really prefer this one quite a bit. By the way, I noticed in Outhouses, people freeing Harrison Jones, so thank you for that, Stark and friends. Sundering, Ancestral, Isolation, Archon, and I assume Gorge. And this. So Blue Webweavers have ended. Dahaka is looking to delay out the turn-in. Does manage to force High Wraith off for a second. My Try does get a bundle of 26 in. And it looks like this will be Webweavers traded for the boss. I agree. Too many people are addicted to the wall slow at level 4 and give up insane sustainability of trait level 4 or Oracle 13. I agree. I absolutely agree. Oh, but Electric Fence has a slow and damage on... Okay, that's cool. Have you read the other talents? No? Okay. But so-and-so is a big, HTC X Pro, and they never take it. Oh, man. Silly. All right. Dahaka Isolation up in 5 seconds. For the enemy heroics, we didn't really talk about them. It is going to be Cocoon. Makes sense against the Gorge Stitches, as we talked about in draft. Horrify, Light Bomb, Bunker, and Extract for the Genji. Red Webweavers are going to be cleared away. Justing fishes for a hook. No one found. Top lane Webweaver pretty far back. Bottom lane already cleared out as well. And mid lane will be getting about Fort Front Gate, looks like. Big safe rotation over here. Whereas Matt found out earlier of the easy dive, and they were like right here, and the dive came through and just got bursted in front of their own gate, or on it actually. Top lane wave is pretty decent. Dahaka, Cure, looking to maybe angle in for a flank. Blaze with some twin flames to get some vision. Hold on, Genji. There's a Cocoon onto Thrall. Genji with the X-Strike onto the Thrall Cocoon. We do have a Sundering activated as well. Horrified from the Gul'dan. Cure with the Isolation into Dahaka. Had some Essence activated. Fishes for a drag. But the hook from Justing at max range comes through. And Genji does go down. Level 4. Let's read some talents together. While Resonance Beam is fully charged, gain a shield equal to 3% of the max health every second, stacking up to 12%. When Resonance Beam at level 7 is fully charged, Tassadar basic attack range is increased by 1, and the next instance of damage also creates a Sonic Storm on the target. This effect has a 20-second cooldown and decays twice as fast while Resonant Beam is fully charged. We are going to see Shadow Walk at level 13 as the Nubrak Burrow charges out. Hook lands onto High Wraith. The Force Wall is going to be there as well. And I think that's all they're able to achieve damage-wise on the enemies. No, there's another hook onto High Wraith. Nubrak eating a lot of these hooks. Prismat will have to constantly reposition because the level 1 does bounce over to the structure, then to an enemy, so then the structure is going to be hitting Tassadar, but hook right between, adjusting with the fishing hook extended range from level 13. Also did go into the meat hook as well. Thrall level 4 is at 0 stacks. Kira fishes for a drag after taking out the sidewall, but only finds a locus of a Nubrak. Another hook goes out from Justing. Taikessa in top lane is going to be able to quickly clear out this Webweaver phase. It is going to get some damage onto the keep. That's really about it. Though Gul'dan showing in top lane, will Freedom Exporters fish for a fight? Lazy Hydra's an Easter egg clicker. He is indeed.
Destroy the
Not because Blizzard went full Titanic. Yeah, Blizzard is, wait, hold on. Drag into Gorge. A Nubrak is gonna look to back away with a burrow, with an impale into burrow charge. Slam from Justing onto the wave. Meanwhile, keep your eyes on the minimap. Guess who's in top lane? Madara, just pushing with Thrall. Gonna back away, though. Actually, he's gonna double back. He was backing away, but the fight in bottom lane continues. Rhaegar is the one to go down. No Ancestor Healing available. Horrify from Gul'dan was activated. Bunker did come down from the Blaze. Prismat utilizing the Bunker as a Resonance Beam jump. That's gonna be a good hook onto Taikessa. But the Blaze around is able to create space and no kill onto Gul'dan in top lane, in bottom lane. In top lane, Thrall is going to be trying to 1v3. Cure did take down the keep. Sundering available. I don't see a world where Madara makes it out alive. I don't know where Cure's going. He's going on an adventure for sure. Madara gets taken down the top. Wait, the Sundering? No, the Switch Strike from Genji's enough. That's Impale. Cure wants to burrow out, but he knows High Wraith has burrow charge, so he can't use Brush Stalk. He can't use Brush Stalk because the Nubrak will just delay him out. Now, Cure is doing this for a while, and you'd expect there to be some sort of consolation prize, and that's going to be the bottom lane fort. Red Webweavers are available on the right side. Mid fort down to about, oh, let's say 1,000 something. Oh, there we go, 1,800. Nice. Get them there. Blizzard is the Rose of the Titanic movie, and Heroes the Storm is the Leonardo DiCaprio character. I forget the actress who played Rose, and I forget Leonardo DiCaprio's name in the movie. But Blizzard is like, no, there's not enough room on this door for you, Heroes of the Storm. Sink into the abyss. Anyways, Red Webweavers have descended. We got 16s on both sides. Is this the turning moment for Three-Legged Cat? They do have that Rampant Hellfire on Gul'dan, which is huge damage output now. Hook onto Anduin's big. No. Oh, wait, no, there's a Light Bomb, a Sundering. There is going to be a Cocoon onto the Stitches. The Horrify from Gul'dan activated. Drac trying to back away. Tassadar Archon form is active. There's a Gorge onto Genji on the left-hand side. They all group around, and he gets deleted before the animation concludes. Kate Winslet, thank you. I saw a meme recently where it was like Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet go to like a swimming pool together, and someone was like, he gets around her in bodies of water, like. Anyways. Webweaver phase has concluded. 17 seconds on Genji, 3 on the Anduin. I think this is a safe and effective call for Freedom Exporters to go for boss. Yeah, we were talking about this earlier. 932 damage in 8.8 seconds. And earlier we only saw like 1,000 damage in 0.8 seconds. Like, ugh. Totem comes down from Rhaegar. Has that level 16 for the slow. Boss in top lane coming through. Seems like Freedom Exporters fished around for a kill. Aren't able to find anything. But they do have to manage mid and bottom, so it looks like this will be just traded camps. Dahaka gonna go for a turn in here. Divine Star gets vision. Here doubles back. I think he got hit with one instance of the corruption. Good drag into my try. Juggernaut plating activated. Jet propulsion lands as well. Force well from Tassadar misses. Oh, was it Jack Dawson was the name in the movie? Oh, boss is actually getting damage onto core. I was not expecting that. That's a lot of damage really quickly. 14%. Blaze in bottom lane, though, might have been caught out. Prismat. Okay, they land the root. By the way, that's Madara's first stack. He's been trying to get the stackage on this. Horrify misses. The hook does as well. Sundering from Thrall did go out as well. I thought I saw a weird animation there. Archon activated. Cocoon onto the Rhaegar. He's going to get broken out. Gul'dan, the first one to fall. Another totem comes down. Madara trying to dip in between the bush and the fight and is able to get the Ancestral in time. A double kill gets picked up by the Freedom Exporters, and I think they can try and end... Oh, High Wraith, how did they not get discovered? They're going to go for Webweaver, and top lane's super pushed up, so they could do Webweaver plus win.
My power grows by your beauty's hand.
They're going to take down this wave really quickly to get 20s. It is going to be Force Barrier level 20 for Prismat, but as I mentioned, I was watching a stream recently, and I think this is the flavor he likes quite a bit. Isolation Contagion, Master Hooker, Ancestral Farseer's Blessing, and Sundering World Breaker for the Thrall, as we do have a hook pulling one back in. High Wraith getting a little bit low here. Tries to hug the wall to maybe jump back into the Hall of Storms with the Burrow Charge. It doesn't work out. The Jet Propulsion comes through. Captain Rex is going to activate his self-cast Light Bomb. Gorge from Stitches is the answer. My try doing their best. Jumps or drops a bunker. Captain Rex is going to get slammed and not taken down. It's actually going to be the core still falling, and the members of the Freedom Exporters, whoopsies, are going to be able to take this map number 1. GG, well played. Well, you know the deal, chat. We're going to roll out some ads. We're going to get ready for map number 2. The members of the NA team, the NA crew of Freedom Exporters did take map number 1. And funny enough, we have a 7-11 for kills. Oh, it's 9 in the morning, but I could go for a Slurpee. Yo, what's up, BRB? How you doing, bud? Good to see you, friend. Thanks for coming by. Go NA. Hey, you know what? I always try and have caster, you know, neutrality. I try not to have an opinion, but I'm rooting for the NA team. It's nice to see some representation here. Cascon, thanks for the follow, bud. All right, let's roll out those ads and get ready for map number 2, everybody. Be sure to use your Prime Gaming if you got one. If you can't subscribe, I understand. Not everyone has all the money in the world, so thanks for being here. We're going to run some ads, and when those are done, we should get into the next map of this best of 3. Boring science duck. The lava's rising. Anyways, welcome back, everybody, into the the Murky Cup. We have Meta Madness style of draft. So the heroes we just saw in the previous map of Tomb of the Spider Queen are unavailable in this best of 3. Imperius is no longer banned. The Liquipedia is incorrect. He was patched and he was not played in the last game, so Imperius could be played here. But Stitches, Rhaegar, Nubarak, all those heroes we just saw, they're unavailable for this map number 2. There are bounties. I do not believe any bounty was attempted by either side. There's a little bit of a difference on the bounties where if you go for a bounty and you don't win, you get like they're calling it tickets. You get half a ticket. and then you can attempt it later on. Obviously, not in the same series because once you pick and play, you can't play it again. But if you could try it later on in another series for the other 0.5. And there's a table that breaks down Group A's bounties that have been completed. Every team can do all the bounties. So if one team did Murky, doesn't mean anyone else can't do Murky. Like, every team can attempt to do Murky. Every team can attempt to do Twin Blades variant. Hope that makes sense. Garden of Terror will be the map number 2. It looks like it's going to be map choice coming out from the side of Three-Legged Cat. And first pick will go over to... Oh, no, sorry, backwards. Three-Legged Cat will have first pick as the losing side. The Freedom Exporters on the left are going to be choosing Garden of Terror. There we go.
Here we go again.
Yeah, I agree, Anthor. We'll ignore the kitty cat on the keyboard, but yeah. Good draft analysis. Chromie first pick on the right side for Three-Legged Cat. Garden of Terror. So camp priority is high. Wave clear is necessity. Siege potential is big as well. Vision could be really... Like, Lunara from Madara is not bad. I was going to say Sylvanas is really good as well. I wasn't sure if they're going to lean into this early on. But yes, so it's going to be Brightwing Sylvanas for Freedom Exporters to start. Okay. They could go into, like, they could go into a Diablo dive composition. They could look at a Muradin, to be honest, as well. If Justing wants to do either of those, his hooks last game, I don't think I would be questioning
The apocalypse has come.
anything about ping for Justing. But Sylvanas has percent-based damage at level 1, and then they could also grab a Tychus. So this Cho'Gall, albeit a Cho'Gall, may not be the best idea for Three-Legged Cat. I'm a little concerned about it. Do they ban the Ariel here? Get rid of Resurrection? Yeah. It doesn't need to be Resurrection, but, I mean, just Ariel in general with Cho'Gall is, like, really good. Rhaegar can't be played, so no Ancestral. Leorc will be removed, so percent-based drain. Malthael's still available. Malthael's insane for this. His Wraith Strike got a range increase on the last patched patch, or, like, the last patch with patch notes. He can go into the range increase at level 1. Wait! Does anyone know... Hold on. Does anyone know? The level 20 for Malthael, if there's 2 enemy heroes inside the circle, it doesn't decay. Does Cho'Gall count as 2? Because if you kill Cho'Gall with Butcher, you get double meat. But if you auto-attack Cho'Gall with Zul'jin, you're not getting double stacks. So, does Cho'Gall count as 2 for the level 20 for Malthael? I don't think it does, but it's just a random thought. Anyways, we're seeing a Justing comp. I actually think the last pick from Freedom Explorers will be Nazebo. I actually do think the last pick will be Nazebo. They could go for, like, something else, but, like, we saw this back in CCL. They literally Bone Prism or Zombie Wall, vice versa, and then they dump all their damage on the target. So this could be Nazebo. Gives more siege, gives more wave clear. You have a Justing composition for sure, but yeah. Cho'Gall is one body. Yeah, it's just the butcher thing is what was, like, making me think, like, ooh, if he drops 2 meat, maybe.
Is beyond your reach.
I assume 1 as well, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, Anyways, as Ash Mentos lovingly pointed out in chat, the gamble is afoot. It is a last pick Malthael, no Nazebo. Let's see how it all works out. Can NA win with a very unique composition? Also, Zulit's Backlash 1. That's why they took that. This is exciting. This is a really exciting match. Is it going to be Locust build Abathur? Are they going to go for the bounty? Cho'Gall isn't a bounty anymore, I believe. I think he's been in previous... No, he is a bounty. Cho'Gall is a bounty. Well, Madara's level 1 will be indicative of what they're going to be doing here. I assume it's a straight-up draft. I don't think NA is going to be going for bounties. Madara with Wait, no, not Star. We'll talk about talents here in a second. We've got Prismat on the Sylvanas. Justin will be your Zool. Porky on the Brightwing. Cure, Malthael, and Madara, Abathur. Yes, Ninja, there's an Abathur. Right side of the map is going to be Three-Legged Cat, looking to put one up on the board in this best-of-3 series against the NA squad. We've got Taikessa, a.k.a. Nano, on the Chromie. Captain Rex will be your Stukov. We've got High Wraith and Drac on the Cho'Gall, and my try is going to be your Hogger. Got it right, yeah. High Wraith on the Cho, Drac on the Gall. Stark is all in. All right. So, for level 1, it's going to be Unfurling Shadows for the Sylvanas. Doesn't she have a percent base level 1? Am I crazy on this? Yeah. Basic attack against hero slow to deal 1% of the maximum health as damage. I was wondering why, but let's see. Okay, so it is. Wait, it's not Backlash level 1? What is going on? What? Why would you not take Backlash? I'm so confused, Justin. Cure Malthael's gonna go Fear the Reaper. You got Unstable Anomaly for the Brightwing, or sorry, Greater Polymorph. Pressurized Glands on Abathur. Hogger on the Prowl. We see you for the Gall. We've got Callous Hide on the Cho. As well as Fetid Touch Stukov. Time Walker's Pursuit for Chromie with the Adhoral Anomaly, which is the common combo. Yeah, exactly, Stark. I was like, literally, I'm sitting there in the draft like, okay, Sylvanas, yeah, makes sense. You've got the literal level 1 that has a 1%. And then you can go Festering Wound 7, which gives you great comp, like, that. And then Backlash, like, how are we passing up Backlash? Justin, I know you're the mad scientist, but, like, when Bone Armor expires, nearby enemy heroes take damage equal to 12% of their maximum health. Like, I guess Justin is really worried about auto attacks and wants more of a cooldown. Well, it is going to be Unstable Poison for the Sylvanas here at level 4. I'm assuming we'll see Shadow Dagger at 7 as well. Cure getting chunked here in the top lane. Needs to be careful. Backs away from the Dread Orb. Prismat. Haunting Wave gets the hat in time. Jesus Louises, I thought he was dead. So top lane is getting, I wouldn't say run down, but getting pushed into. Adjusting, rotating into mid. My try was some good clear. Phase shift into mid. Polymorph. No Dream Shot level 4, by the way, for Porky. Gonna go Magic Spit. Doesn't want the synergy with the level 1. Alright, time stop onto Cure. Madara just chilling in bottom. Does have the Adrenaline Overload at level 4. So pretty standard builds for both sides. Proper Greeting for Chromie at her level 5. So with Magic Spit, I'm assuming it's going to be Critical Miss level 7. There's a good combo with that. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Bone Prison. The damage is there, and the first double kill will be into Cho'Gall. As I mentioned, Sylvanas will be going to the Lost Soul at level 7 because there's good Shadow Dagger cooldown reduction. We do have the Touch of Death for Malthael, reduce the healing received by heroes afflicted by 50%. Is it 4 second? 4 second activation. Troggle's Essence. Justing waiting for level 30 on this one. Shift into top lane. There's going to be a healing debuff onto Hogger. Damage over time. Will it be enough? Will it be enough? No! The healing debuff ends. Hogger with his passive 15, actually, is going to be able to sustain right there. There we go. Nope, that's movement speed. No, it is level 1 on the Prowl. I don't know why. Slowing Sands for Chromie. There must be something I haven't seen in it. I don't know, man. I think the bone armor level 7 is really good. I don't really, like, the math doesn't seem too great to me, but you know me, my math is not the best. Cho'Gall surging fist in. Looking for something there in mid, but won't be able to find anything. Oh, we got 10 Talonteers coming up soon. Malthael putting some pressure, a little bit of body blocking onto the Hogger in top lane. Stukov rotating in. Hogger looking to bounce in. But no, I think he was just looking for actually clear onto the wave. In mid, though, Justing finishes out his level 4 Jailers. Bone prison to the Cho'Gall, but he gets behind the gate in time. Malthael last rights. Okay. So Malthael has effectively 2 targets with last rights. If you think about it. Because Cho'Gall has Molten blocked later on, and Chromie's got timeout. And there's time traps, so... Well, but time traps just stop, so they would actually wouldn't mitigate it, so... Well, either way, we've got a Flailing Swipes. You're also looking at your Hammer of Twilight. Couldn't remember the name. Twisting Nether for the Gall, and a Shockwave on the Hogger. Jumping in onto Captain Rex here. Last rights is applied to the Stukov. He does not go down. The Twilight Hammer pushes Kier back, but doesn't get a kill. Malthael jumping in. That's actually a clone. Madara is the Abathur here. Will get the clone cleared away. You have Jailers, by the way, or not Jailers, you have Skeletal Mages for the Zool. Mind Control Sylvanas, Ultimate Evolution, and the Blink Heal as well. I just realized the first seed was just channeled, and we're now getting our second seed of the game at about 7 minutes in game time. Prismac getting low here. That's a nice Hammer of Twilight. Phase Shift from Brightwing is not going to be fast enough, and Cho'Gall gets the kill. First kill, actually, for the side. A 3-legged cat. Freedom Exporters, Porky getting chunked, blinks over to Canopy. It's Justing, by the way. Nano is Tykessa, so it looks like there's a... Tykessa may be needing an extra roster base, I guess you could call it. Cho'Gall is going to get polymorphed in top lane. Porky doing his best to defend, did tap well. Zool gets a wave in mid. Next objective is on the bottom, or the top right of the map. Here's here, looking to see if maybe Zool's able to rotate in and find some sort of Bone Prison setup. Flailing Swipes come out, Polymorph's going to be there. Bone Prison into Captain Rex. Time Stop activated. A lot of damage into this Stukov. And it was used. The cooldown came through and then used again on Stukov. He does go down. A 3rd kill over to the side of Freedom Exporters.
Red team has destroyed a fort.
Wait, what's... Oh, I was like, why are they giving up... What is going on with this channel here? Bit of miscommunication there, in my opinion. Shockwave from Hogger comes through. There's going to be a clone onto Sylvanas. Hogger bounces in. Clone Sylvanas, I think, cleared away. I don't see it anymore. I thought I heard a Haunting Wave. Oh, level 13, we are going to see the Echoes of Death. Cho'Gall actually gets the channel on the objective, so... That little haphazard moment where Porky was channeling and Prismat left, and then Porky gets hit with the defenders, unfortunately, that kind of gives the objective over to the enemy. And also gives 13 talent to the enemy as well. There's your Molten block for Cho'Gall. You've got your Virulent Reaction Stukov. There's the timeout from Chromie as well. Getting into the Twilight Nova, so you'll see the Leaden Orb at level 16. Pummel for the Hogger as well. Malthael did go Inevitable End for a self-cleanse. You do also see the Soma Transference. You'll probably see the W at level 16 as well. Good combo between the two of those. Chromie in top lane. Gonna get Bone Prison. That's really about it. Wait a minute, Hogger in bottom lane. Phase Shift, Ultimate Evolution, yikes. Bit of a misplay right there for this camp. And now you don't have Ultimate Evolution for the objective phasing. It is neutral, and Chromie's showing in top lane, so I'm guessing this is Porky with the channel. Lurking Arm delays once. Cho'Gall on his way in. I have Kilrog activated. Big damage onto Porky. Healing debuff applied as well. Looks like Nano. Tychus is zoned by Justing. Let an Orb going out. Rune Bomb as well. Porky getting a little low here with all this poke. Time Walker Pursuit sees Sylvanas backing away and sustains that vision for a little bit longer. Captain Rex is going to be able to get this channel here. Oh, wait, no, Cure. Able to throw in a Shroud. Captain Rex once again delayed, as well as Skeletal Mages here. There's going to be a Bone Prison into High Wraith. And Drak, the Cho'Gall. No 16 talent. And I think the members of Freedom Exporters, they want the 16 fight, so they're just going to give this. They are delaying, and Zul is soaking up a bit of mid, but I don't think they're going to get 16s in time. And it looks like, wait a minute, hold on. Oh, I was thinking the Skeletal Scythe would have hit in time, but the animation spawn was a little too long, and Captain Rex gets the channel. 2 out of 3 seeds to the side of Three-Legged Cat as the Virulent Reaction connects onto Prismat. Soothing Mist activated by the Brightwing as well, and they're going to go in for the fight. Time stop. Mind Control goes fishing and actually goes past the Cho'Gall into the Stukov, but he was too far away and does not get pulled out of too bad of a position. Shockwave from Hogger activated. Another eye thrown out. Malthael clone comes out from Madara, just coming off a cooldown. Looking to jump onto my try here. Good damage. Moderate clone at 50% duration. Freedom Exporters, they have the 16 talent tier advantage. They don't seem to be wanting to jump in here. We do have the mortality, though, for Malthael. When damaging a hero with Ray Strike, deals bonus damage equals 8% of the hero's maximum health, so it's nice up against Cho'Gall. You do have the critter rat. No way! We see Volatile Mutation. Madara knows how to read talents. Hello? So this should be Evolutionary Link at level 20. Let's go. So Evolutionary Link 20 is really cool with this. The sustainability on the origin target is really good. Virulent Reaction, another Soothing Mist from Brightwing. So Volatile Mutation, Ultimate Evolution clones and monstrosities deal 257 scaling damage to nearby enemies every 3 seconds and when they die. Enemies heal the clone or monstrosity for 100% of the damage dealt. Evolutionary Link level 20 is what I hope for. Okay, Fetid Touch at 12 stacks currently. Twisting the other in the bottom lane. Cure getting a little bit low, but will not be taken down. Let an Orb does get that double stun really quickly, but that's really all they'll see in this. Whoa, maybe more fighting in bottom? No. Zul going for channel. Hogger with a delay. Sylvanas, is she able to chase in? Gets a couple hits in. 69 stacks for Prismat, by the way. Nicely done. Didn't want to ruin that number. Didn't want to sustain the damage onto Hogger there. Apologies. Looks like Brightwing did go down in the bottom lane, and the Cho'Gall composition finding a secondary structure in this map. 2 out of 3 seeds for this map as Malthael is going to be invaded. Self-cleanse, Shroud thrown back, gives away the camp, speeds away with the level 1 activation. Prismat getting hit with that leaden orb really quickly. Hold on, Hogger with maybe a flank, but it's scouted by Justing. Mule summoned by Madara as well. Bone Prison connects onto the Cho'Gall. Cure's going to start Hearthing, cancels it. Slowing Sands from Chromie is out, and does she have level 20 Unraveling? She does. Minus 50 spell armor in 1.25 seconds. Insanity. Either the amount needs to get nerfed, or the rate at which you lose your spell armor needs to get nerfed. That's just way too quick. Especially up against a Chromie. Like, it just feels wild. Alright, I think the side of Freedom Exporters are going to give this objective phase, defend, maybe lose some keep front gates, hopefully sustain the major structures, and then they'll get 20, and then grab the next objective and hopefully push with that with the 20 talents here. Chromie Time Walker Pursuit doesn't see anyone, but it looks like there'll be no call to... Oh, no, they're going to go for mid lane fort. Black Arrow not activated. Minion Wave is still here. Garden Terror goes to the enemy side. Little Haunting Wave over the wall. In the top lane, Hogger is going to be forced back. Justing wants to step up with Cure, but they're tanking 2 towers and a keep and a fort shot. So yeah, back away to safety. Another Haunting Wave from Prismat. Just running through the sand right now, but it's pretty much safety in their trajectory and health bar. That is a unfortunate Ultimate Evolution spawn as Madara loses more than 50% off of the literal spawning. That's so unfortunate, actually. That was that Ultimate Evolution, just yikes. 64 seconds on that. Brilliant reaction on 2. Cho'Gall's going to Surging Fist in. Porky gets a Soothing Mist activation in the end and will not be taken down. And I thought they would be able to defend this, but it does not look too promising for the NA lads. Actually, mid's cleared away. Bottom is as well. Top lane's still pushing up, but it's very low in HP. They will save the keeps. They will take some damage, though. Cho'Gall going to go for Twilight Frenzy, as well as the Hour of Twilight for reducing the Cho'Gall death timer. We've got a Power Spike for Hogger, as well as the Controlled Chaos on Stukov, and we already saw the Unraveling for Chromie. Opposing side, we're going to see the 20s coming through. Prismat getting a phase shift. This 3-legged cat wand to try and take down this mid lane keep. Chromie. It's decent damage on the Cure. There's the Evolutionary Link at level 20 as well for Abathur. We've got the No One Can Stop Death, Invisible Friends, as well as the Mortal Wound and the Bolt of the Storm for Sylvanas. We do have a lot of damage on the Cho'Gall. He's getting a little bit low. The Flailing Swipe comes out. Bolt of the Storm into a Mind Control with the Last Rites applied, and no kill onto this Stukov. He's so very low, but won't be taken down. Madara, by the way, this mouth heal stepping in. A lot of heals come through. Prismat gets a small blink heal from Porky. So Cho'Gall Surging Fist. Porky blinks away, and so we have the Mortal Wound, as I mentioned. Enemy heroes hit by Spectral Scythe receive 75% less healing for 4 seconds. And so the Evolutionary Link Excitement. The Evolutionary Link Excitement, as Madara Mule is going to expire in a second. Does get some healing on this keep, but I think it's going to be taken down by Cho'Gall and friends. Increase the duration of Ultimate Evolution by 50%. As long as the Ultimate Evolution is alive, the original target of the clone gains a shield equal to 35% of the maximum health, refreshes every 5 seconds.
Gather that seed for me.
So the idea, I believe, is to get a character, get a clone target that can dive in and go hard, and we'll see if Prismat can do that. As I mentioned, is Bolt of the Storm, no Call of the Dark Lady, which honestly is really hard to pass up, especially with how much fishing you can do against this enemy team. I don't know how I feel about the Bolt of the Storm, because you could be throwing out Mind Control every 13 seconds, effectively. Shockwave onto Prismat. The Staggering Blow is there. Sylvanas doesn't get to play the game. Is able to get the Haunting Wave out, I believe. I don't think that was a Bolt of the Storm range. Meanwhile, decent damage on the Cho'Gall, getting chunked a bit here. Skeleton Mages were summoned by Justing as well. Madara, clone, Last Rites goes onto the Stukov once again. The real Malthael dies. Will Cure buy back in. Mind Control misses. Cho'Gall so very low, but does not go down. And Malthael did activate his level 20. But they're chilling in the bottom lane. The NA squad seem to be unable to find any kills. It's 3-3, and one of those kills was a Cho'Gall early on in the game. Keep in mind, Cho'Gall also does have that Hour of Twilight, decrease the Cho'Gall death timer by 50%. And also to mention, Cure cannot die for the next 150 seconds. If he does, he has an 80-second death timer. So NA Freedom Exporters looking to grab this objective. Chromie level 20, still busted strong. This has got to get nerfed, dude. It's so strong, man. It's just, it's so rough. All right, well, Hogger's grabbing a camp. A handful of damage goes out onto Nana right now. Sorry, Taikessa. Lurking arm for reaction. Chromie gets dove on in the backline. She's going to activate her stasis. That is last rights available. Meanwhile, Justin gets the channel on the objective. The last rights on the Nano does go out. Oh my god, how is Nano alive? How is anyone on the right side alive? Madara dives in looking for something, gets cleared away. And the Garden Terror in top lane is going to be at the keep. The Garden Terror mid lane at the keep. The Garden Terror in bottom lane is at the enemy fort. I don't think this Garden Terror phase will do much. Feels like a lot of weird choices calling misses. In the sports realm, I believe these are called unforced errors. A lot of unforced errors from Freedom Exporters. We'll see if they can reel it back in, but I feel like there was a couple missed choices at the beginning of the game. Like, not having backlash, I think, is massive. I really do. I really don't see what the shade value is here. You evade all basic attacks. Okay, the enemy team is spell armor heavy. Yeah, Cho'Gall has decent sustained damage, but I don't know. If he's in your face, then activate backlash. It's 12%. Well, bottom fort does go down. Prismat will be able to achieve that. Mid fort did fall. Root into Skeleton Mages. Healing debuff is there. Prismat Bolt of the Storm in and gets the kill. Cho'Gall's ending. Cho'Gall is ending, everybody.
Blue team's core is under attack.
I mean, what did I say with his level 20? He can do this, get the core to 50%, die, and then come back and do it again. Maybe not 50. 54. And look at that, Hogger's death timer is relative. Like it's within 4 seconds. Well,
Are you ready for it?
oh wait, there's Mule. But wait, there's Mule. Are they doing it again? Are they really about to do this again? Let's get blue vision here. Oh, whoa, I jumped around weird there.
Collect the seed. And don't forget the shamblers. They don't feel a thing.
So Cho'Gall's seen, Hogger in bottom lane showing. Eye has vision on the camp. Malthael jumps in, the slowing stance there, the twisting nether, but this is more of a disengaged tool than anything else. Surging fist out, Madara clone is in that slowing sands as Porky goes for the channel. By the way, Mule got the core back up to 68%. Taking a look here really quickly if you're curious. Mule cooldown currently is off of cooldown, I think. I think that might be incorrect because there is an ultimate evolution currently active. Oh, it's off cooldown, so literally Madara can summon it again, and I expect to see it drop down right there. Core going back up, 69 plus.
Another
Good to see you, Punk, by the way.
I trust you know what to do, heroes.
Juice Ogres. Oh, ooh, no, I don't like that revolver. I don't like it. I don't know why. That leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Time Walk Pursuit gets vision once again. 1 out of 3 seeds to both teams. Cho'Gall pushes up a wave in top, I do believe.
Must be done.
Just checking vision between both sides right now. There was a recall from Malthael. Yeah, the Cho'Gall wasn't showing, so Malthael and Zool did back away, but now this opens up the opportunity for potential channel to the enemy, and I think, yeah, they're just going to give this. Okay. It is in a neutral position, but it looks like Freedom Exporters, they want to, of course, build their core health back up. Mule's back, and it just got used again, so core should be back to 100%. I think Mule should get 18% here, if not just shy of it. Oh, let me, give me 1 second here, team. Snooze ads, sorry. Make sure you guys don't get ads right now. Really making sure I didn't hit the run 3 minutes of ads at the end of this game, because this is a really tight game, and I love it. Thanks for being here, everybody. So, looks like Mule got the core back to 94%, so it was a 5% off or so. Oh, wait, no. It's still going. It's still going. I was close. That's a mind control coming out. Uh-oh, Cure, but he's got buyback. Cure's got buyback. Now, he can't die for the next 3 minutes, but he's back into this, and it's not an offset fight. Is there going to be a last rites into Cho'Gall to force the Molten Block? Do they have the stay? They take down Cho'Gall! 31-second death timer, though. Can Prismat and friends chase in for more? The flailing swipes say no, as Justin grabs objective. The ogre juice tastes bad? Rough. Your opinion. Yeah, that is my opinion. Two out of 3 tributes, or seeds as you call them. Though, if I'm not mistaken, the next seed should spawn on the right side of the map. Because we had a center location, left location, so I think then it jumps to the right. I don't know the RNG levels, but I think, yep, there we go. It should be in the bottom right. Look at that! Sylvanas scouts out a camp, no invade. Cho'Gall seen in mid. Eye of Kilrog gets vision of Prismat. Haunting Wave, I'm assuming, is going to be activated here, and Prismat's able to back away just fine. 26.5 minutes in game time. We've got Kier grabbing camp for bottom. Garden Terror could be huge. Will NA go for this, or will they give it and try it, like, They lost to mid-keep last time. Looks like Abathur's muled back up almost everything. I'm assuming a mule will be called down on Decor again soon. Malthael throws in the Shroud. Is there an Ultimate Evolution? Another Shroud gets thrown in. Captain Rex delayed. Ultimate Evolution. Madara gets stunned immediately. You have Sylvanas trying to flank in as well. She's actually pushing up a wave. Porky going for the channel. No delay onto him just yet. Hogger is going to be polymorphed. Caught by the Bone Prison as well. Hogger bouncing in. There's going to be the Leaden Orb, but Hogger gets taken down by Abathur. Justing with the channel. Is this going to be a bottom lane push to win? They've got a camp. It's already pushed up a little bit. Madara just trying to sustain this Malthael a little bit longer. The Ultimate Evolution, I mean. Cho'Gall on the top left of our screen is going to be putting pressure onto Prismat, who gets deleted right there. Ultimate Evolution down for 49 seconds. 57 on the Sylvanas death timer. I don't think this ends, chat. I don't think this is going to end here. Mid lane's already cleared away. Bottom lane doesn't even get the keep. Oh, man. Let's take a look here really quickly. What is Cure's death counter thingy at? Oh, no. He has been alive for long enough. Okay. Malthael can die. Dear Lord, almost 29 minutes, and the NA, the Freedom Exporters, they want to win in a 2-0, and also they don't want to get Cho'Gall here and then give the enemy team a potential bounty as Canopy Justing is trying to back away. There's going to be a Leaden Orb onto 2. The Twilight Hammer's pretty good. Brightwing is going to try and get them out of here. And that's an Ultimate Evolution onto Zool as well for the Evolutionary Link value. But can they make something happen off of this? Malthael's flanking in. A Flailing Swipe comes out. Shroud goes out as well. Bottom keep does fall. Bone Prison into the Cho'Gall. Porky blinks to the side, somehow not taken down. Bone Prison into the Cho'Gall as well. Kira on the left-hand side getting hit with a shockwave. The lurking arm sets up the kill. Is this the end of the map? Justing, is he gonna... Okay, he's Hearthing. Cure is dead. He'll buy back in, I assume. It is no Ultimate Evolution, no Brightwing for 45. Three-Legged Cat want this to be a 1-1 series, and they may do it right here, right now. Spins in, good staggering blow into Justing. A lot of damage from Chromie as well. Sylvanas tries to help out. The loot horde confirms the kill. Justing does go down. And it's looking like this is Three-Legged Cat finding their footing here in map number 2. The unique NA draft does not come through. That will be a kill onto Cho'Gall, but I don't think they're going to be able to defend this. Is Mule coming down? No. They can't get this. They can't get this. Crummy damage is too much. Close, but no cigar. NA does not shut things down. And ladies and gentlemen, we got a 1-1 series on our hands. You love to see it. What's up, Bitter? How you doing, bud? What a phenomenal game. All right, so I need to run a block of ads because we are getting close to the ad blockage because that game went really long. Thank you, everyone, for being here. Of course, we're going to get into map number 3 in just a moment, but if you have a Prime Gaming, if you have a resub available, please do consider utilizing it. It helps us push up for Partner Plus. You help us achieve sub goals. We're at 20 subs away from the August Bahamut. Welcome back, everybody! Ads have been run. We are ready to go into map number 3 in our second best of 3 of the day. Thank you, everyone, for being here and hanging out. We have got our Twitch prediction rolling on out as we have Freedom Exporters on the left-hand side with the first pick priority, meaning Three-Legged Cat has chosen to take us to a 2-lane map of Battlefield of Eternity. Now, I was curious about this map choice because a 2-lane map, I feel, benefits the members of Freedom Exporters. Medivh, this is not his best map, but I mean, Medivh on high ping is probably really difficult to respond to or deal with, so just get rid of that. Three-Legged Cat, if they can win this, they'll knock Freedom Exporters down to the lower bracket, and we'll see Freedom Exporters tomorrow, or vice versa. Freedom Exporters could win this, and they'll carry on into the upper bracket final later on today. That'll be the final best of 3. We're in the upper bracket semifinals right now. So we're in semifinal 1. We're going to do semifinal 2. The winners of those 2 games will be our final best of 3 of the day. Hanzo to be banned away as well. I'd really like Freedom Exporters to go for a very simple composition. I actually talked to Kier about this because he was coaching the NA team during the NA versus EU show match. And when they did the final map on the EU server as the choice, and they went for this like high execution composition. I was like, here, why didn't they just, and there's no meta madness. I was like, here, why didn't they just do like a variant charge Jaina single target deletion? He's like, wow, that's really, yeah, maybe we should have done that instead. So I'd like to see that here is kind of the circle around point as we're getting through these bans. I'd really like to see like a charge taunt variant with a Jaina, like just do a single target blow up composition and then win the race. Don't try and race against their race. I think just do very, very simple button pressing from Freedom Exporters and they win this. We'll find out what's actually going to happen here. It is the Meta Madness style of draft, so no Cho'Gall can be played in this map, unfortunately, because fortunately we saw him in the last map. But Vala will be the first pick. Yo, Lard, good morning, bud. How are you doing? How is your 4-day weekend?
Ahoy, hoy.
Has there been a Murky yet? No, I think they were waiting for you, so there should be a Murky in this map. Vala will be the first pick on the left-hand side. Good sustained damage. Reign of Vengeance is a phenomenal level 10. I doubt it's going to be strafe, but who knows with Madara sometimes. First 2 picks on the right side, though. I do like the idea of a Muradin. Johanna was played in map 1, so she's unavailable. Lucio Li Ming. There was a Genji on map 1 as well, and an Anduin, so just keep those in mind. The Meta Madness style of draft is heroes that are picked and played are unavailable. I will point out that Imperius is no longer banned as his 20 talent bug that persisted through his entire kit was patched away last Sunday when they removed all of the heroes being available. Are we doing double healer? Double healer, hyper carry, Vala. Okay. They could actually, they could lean into it heavier and do a Zarya as well. If they actually pick up a 3rd healer, this is a bounty for Freedom Exporters if they want to try and do that. But I don't think the NA squad is really prioritizing any of the bounties. I think they're literally just trying to get into the playoff bracket, and maybe then they'll try bounties. But right now, we're in a mid-phase ban. What do you get rid of here? Gonna get rid of Maiev. Okay. That actually is some NA flavor right there. Okay, alright. You pick up a 3rd healer in Karazim, and then you pick up Murky for your solo lane. Easy. Medivh is banned away, homie. Zarya's not bad, though. I do agree with the Zarya. Crazy how the last few... Dude, like, Lard, we were talking about this earlier. Someone in Nebraska saying that it was over 100 degrees for them for the next few days. Someone said somewhere in the Midwest, I don't think they said what state they're in. Someone said it's going to be 105 for the next few days. Meanwhile, I'm sitting up here like, ooh, in my sweater, it's 50 degrees Fahrenheit. It's 10 Celsius. Ooh, I have my blanket too. Sergeant Amber will be removed. We got 2 more picks coming up from the side of Three-Legged Cat. Will they go for a reset heavy? Oh, Chen, Cassia. This is a dive heavy composition. The question is, will they actually pick a main tank or will they go into just more damage with a gray main? Zul Jin. The heat index is 105. Oh, that's ridiculous. It's almost like a bunch of scientists talked about this in the past and no one listened. Or the people that can make decisions didn't listen. A lot of us listened. Okay, alright. Tyrael has a lot of nice buffs for the Vala. Yrel's got... It's honestly, it's a protect the Vala game. And buff the Vala game. And let Vala carry the game. So Madara was like, look, I had to sit in a base as a slug for 90% of the last game. I got to, well, not 90%, but, you know, Ultimate Evolution. But Madara was like, I want to carry us to victory. Now, Cassia does have a blind. Johanna was banned away. Wait, Johanna was picked in map 1. I don't know why she got banned. I'm pretty sure she was. I don't see any reason for the DC. Like, it's not like there was like, oh, we mispicked something. So let's jump out of this. I got removed from the lobby for some reason. High Wraith is bugged. So for those that maybe are waiting for the Twitch prediction and stuff like that, or looking to see who's on what, we can actually introduce everyone really quickly here. Cure Yrel, Prismat Tyrael, Justing Uther, Madara Vala, Porky Ariel. For the side of Three-Legged Cat, it will be High Wraith ETC, Li Ming played by Taikessa. You also see Drakon, Cassia, Mai Tri Chen, and Captain Rex Lucio in the house. So there you go. There's your level 1s at the bottom of your screen. The players have been introduced. There you go. You can actually see it better on the center of your screen here. Aether Walker, Li Ming. You're looking at a Celerando Lucio. Creed of the Hunter for Vala. Wave of Light Uther. Tyrael with the Ardent Restoration. Or Ardent Defender, excuse me, right? Yeah, Ardent Defender. Or Ardent Restoration. I did have it right. Dauntless for Yrel, Searing Light on the Ariel, as well as your Freshest Ingredients Chen, and I assume Thunderstroke for the Cassia. All in 3 cats. You got an all in from Lard. All right, well, there's odds. Big odds for the NA team to take victory here in map number 3. Shut down the reverse sweep of the enemy. Not as flashy in a best of 3 for reverse sweeps, but hey, you know, at least notable in the attempt here. Kier just eating a lot of these stray magic missiles and arcane orbs. Does get forced to tap well early here. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, it's 4v3, and Vala wants to step up with the rest of the team. Blind into her immediately. She just continues to auto. ETC power slides in, actually has to face melt because he was kind of stuck. And right now, the siege in bottom lane is more beneficial to the Freedom Exporters. Vala only on 2 stacks. Most of her priority is on structural damage, but is going to be able to get a few autos in. Good power sliding from ETC to Taming Strike from the Ariel is going to connect as well. A stun from Uther to follow that one up. Oh, Stark already lost all of his points. It's officially a stream, everybody. We officially have a stream. Power slide once again to the Vala. Taming Strike is the answer. Hungering Arrow does connect into the ETC as the bottom lane fort front gate has been taken down. 1 tower remains on a sidewall. Taking a peek into top lane, Kier is doing a phenomenal job of eating damage. Unfortunately, he does not have a well tap for another 69 seconds. So he'll have to play a little bit safer. It looks like Li Ming has left the top lane. The entire fort front gate and bottom lane has been taken down, and now Impaler Camp being worked on by the side of Freedom Exporters. Three-Legged Cat does have their Li Ming coming in. Taps the well for a nice buff onto that mana bar. Going to be trying to play from the high side of this. ETC power sliding in. There's going to be a stun from Uther to Taming Strike into the wall as well. 1 Impaler does remain. Tyrael going in with the Eldrune's Might teleport. Madara eats a little bit of magic missile damage, but no kill to be found. Impaler Camp over to the side of Freedom Exporters. As Kier has rotated into the bottom lane as well. Thank you for the nices in chat. I'm glad you all caught that. 5 regeneration globes for the Ardent Restoration. And actually, yeah, Yrel heads back to top lane. Vala at 21 stacks currently. Power sliding from the ETC. A Fend from Cassia. 32 wave of light stacks from the Uther as well. 4 freshest ingredients and 37 stacks for Cassia already. 2 minutes and 16 seconds. 37 Thunderstroke stacks. That's kind of wild. Objective phase number 1 is going to be announced momentarily. It looks like Justing and Porky will move over for this camp. Madara to help out. Meanwhile, Maitri and Kieran top lane still trading waves. Vala will go Death Dealer level 4. Prismat in bottom lane to clear out the wave that did get pushed up ever so slightly. And we'll see Fallen Shaman on the right side as well to be grabbed. Alright, so even talent here. A little bit more experience on the left-hand side from that structural advantage through bottom lane.
Cause.
What?
Money for you.
Anonymous, thank you for the $20. Whomst ever you may be, thank you for the $20. Thanks for the Taco Bell money. Couple autos from Vala. Detainment Strike does pick up a repeated defense stack level 4. Thank you again, Anonymous. Very generous for your support. Rel, Righteous Hammer misses. Power slide in from the ETC. Vala auto attack sustained onto high rate. That's the first 50 stacks for Madara. As you see the danger ping, Madara's like, I can chase in, right? It's like, no, please don't. Please don't lose your creed. Stun from Uther lands onto the ETC, but a face melt is returned back into Justing. High Wraith doing fine. Sustained damage onto the Immortal is here, and it looks like we're going to get the first 50% won by Three-Legged Cat. Li Ming looking for a reset off Material, and we'll find it. Material Death Timer is going to get about 3 to 4 seconds off from hitting one enemy hero with the explosion, the trait, if you will. And it seems like this first objective phase is going to be all in favor of Three-Legged Cat with a very, very hardy, healthy Immortal. Power slide into the Immortal stun. Madara goes down. And, man, I gotta say, Map 1 looks so good for Freedom Exporters. They've seemingly fallen apart here in Map 2 and 3. And I feel like a lot of steam was lost in Map number 2 because it was almost a 30-plus minute map. And, Freedom Exporters did their best to defend, but yeah, that was a rough game, a rough draft, a rough build. Alrighty, well, Vala's died once, so she's down to 20% on the bonus attack speed from the Gambit. Little Hungering Arrow into the bush. And autos begin on the Immortal. She's full auto build, by the way, the Vala, with Death Dealer and Hot Pursuit. ETC does have Face Melt at 4 and 7. I'm assuming we'll see Encore 13. Even though it was a little bit nerfed. It was nerfed by 1% from 5 to 4, but still really, really good. Cure with the charged up Righteous Hammer. Hits it on to Cassia. Lucio reverse amp active. I think he's got the speed to allow people to back away. The bottom lane fort front gate will be taken down. The fort around 50%, maybe a little bit more. Vala vaults in. ETC power slides is the answer. Cassia with the Fen. Good heal from Uther and the Ariel. Detainment Strike in the wall. Picks up a second stack of repeated defense. Cassia trying to back away. A sound wave from Lucio, but Tyrael chases in with the Eldruin's Might. Good Hungering Arrow damage. Tyrael's getting really low here. Maybe bursted down. Can Tyrael take someone down? Unfortunately, he's unable to chase onto anyone. He gets no death timer reduction. 4th kill over to the side of Three-Legged Cat. And they're going to hit 10 talents here faster, of course, with that. Nice Detainment Strike again from Porky. Justing looking to back away. Righteous Hammer flank once again from Urel. Misses it. Soundwave from Lucio denying that one. Avenging Wrath into your, oh god, what is the name of that talent? It's not Vindication. Oh my god. Sometimes I just have to stop doubting myself. Well, it is going to be the 10 on the right side faster, of course, as I mentioned. So let's take a look and see what we have at the top bar of the screen. Maybe a Valkyrie game? Maybe a Valkyrie game? Ball Lightning is nice, but Valkyrie maybe pull someone out. Yeah, Valkyrie, Mosh Pit, Wave of Force, High Five. Probably a Wandering Keg as well. Valkyrie will connect onto the Vala. She goes down. Reset for Li Ming. And that's an unfortunate moment right there. Another kill onto Vala. Down to 15%. Power slide onto the Tyrael Fen from Cassia. No heroic for Prismat right here. No Sanctification, I assume. Who knows with these NA boys if they want to go super, like, dive crazy. Resurrection for the Ariel. Okay. It is gonna be Divine Shield. Oh, Judgment? Really? I was wondering if we'd like see like Judgment with Divine Storm, but I think the Divine Shield with for the Vala is really important here. She's been picked a few too many times, so I think Divine Shield is necessary. Vala hits her 101st stack plus. Let's go ahead and pull away the talent since it's 5-0 and kills. Madara getting pushed to the side by that Wandering Keg. Split. Also splits the enemy. Lucio pushes off. Madara down to 50%. Divine Shield is forced out. Judgment from the Tyrael comes through. Rain of Vengeance is pretty nice as well. Power sliding from the ETC. Another Valkyrie coming out from the Cassia. ETC drops the Mosh. High five onto him as well. Tyrael looks like he's able to back away just fine here. Detainment Strike, repeated defense is done. The passive range increase was already picked up when you get the talent, but the extra damage is now fully there. Chen flying kick end onto Justing. Little multi-shot out from the Vala. Gets blinded by Cassia. Captain Rex with the voice line consistently, it seems like. And there's a pause from Prismat. Let's go ahead and jump out of the game for competitive integrity. Looks like we have a Prismat lag. Prismat is lagging. I can smell you. Ew. Well, it ain't looking good for the NA lads. Smells like freedom to me. Ugh, adjusting. Does it? Not to get, you know, socioeconomical here, but I mean, like, you know, it's kind of sketchy. Alright, I'm gonna pull away the in-game chat right there, because there's, yeah, I don't care to see that. So we've got all of our heroics available, or excuse me, chosen, not available. We still have Judgment down, Divine Shield down, Mosh Pit is 80 seconds or less, and 10 seconds on the Valkyrie. Second objective phase is here as we are back into the game. Another Detainment Strike to push someone back. Urel coming in for maybe a flank. Objective phase is looking good to the side of Three-Legged Cat as Kira's a Righteous Hammer charged up, looking for a bop onto somebody. Chen Fresh's ingredients are done. And it looks like Freedom Exporters are going to try and race this down. Excuse me. Seems like ETC is doing just fine right over here, trying to zone a little bit and distract. Oh, top lane wave is cleared away. The Immortal will go into the top lane in favor of Three-Legged Cat. We'll see if they can take down Fort and maybe get some keep front gate action. Urel with the Avenging Wrath charged up. 13 talent almost here on the side of Three-Legged Cat. Which one is Prismat? The one that says Pete? The Tyrael. What's up, Janet? How you doing, bud? Well, 13 does come through on the right-hand side. There's going to be that encore for ETC. Immortal's getting decent damage on the fort. Prismat getting pushed around here. Tyrael back his way just fine. Face him up from ETC. Pushing back here as he was going in for the Avenging Wrath. A Wandering Keg from Chen. They're trying to fish for displacement to take down the Uther. Justing has to use the Divine Shield on himself, and Uther still goes down in the end. A reset for Li Ming, as this will be Belith in the top lane cleared away. Meanwhile, there's a chase on the Cure, but it looks like with the Righteous Hammer charged up, he's able to sprint on out. Now, is there going to be a resurrection on to Justing? 14-second death timer. I'd say he probably just waits. Make sure I snooze out ads so you guys don't get ads here in the middle of this game. We're getting kind of close to another block here because we had that super long garden game previously. Cure will soak out bottom lane as well. Excuse me, grab a siege camp for the bottom lane. Tyrael Prismat is going to be soaking that up. Thanks, you're welcome. Glad to help. Now in return, consider using your Prime Gaming here. Madara looking to back away mounted. See power slide in. Nice Wandering Keg to push Porky around, and Madara up against the wall. Meanwhile, Freedom Exporters are still trying to chase in for a fight. Decent sustain with the double healers and that Tyrael. Judgment is available for Tyrael if he wants to try and go in for more backline harassment and also push people around. There's the judgment under the Cassia. Cure is going to be jumping in as well. The Masha from ETC delays things out. And finally, the members of Freedom Exporters are able to get a kill of their own. 1 to 6 in kills, as the third Immortal phase of the game is going to be spawning here. Madara is able to vault back, gets a couple autos out. 150th stack of 300 picked up. Material level 1 at 14 regeneration globes. Cassia dead for the next 10 seconds, and it looks like, yeah, the priority is objective race. Alright, yeah, Cassia up in 5. The first half, actually, I was going to say the first half should go over to the left-hand side, but it's 4v4. Divine Shield available, not utilized here. Wandering Keg does push Justing and Madara to the side. The Divine Shield expires, and Madara drops a Rain of Vengeance. Is there a heal to keep them alive? Yes, absolutely. The Valkyrie misses. Tyrael somehow is creating space, but Uther does fall. Ghost form. We'll have some heals here for a little bit, but unfortunately, what I thought was going to be the first half of the Immortal phase over to the side of Freedom Exporters does not happen. Is there a Resurrect onto Uther? Murky's going to activate Resurrect here. 3 seconds. Justing will be back in. The enemy team, though, backing away. There's a lot of space created here. Urel, Ardent Defender off a cooldown if she wants to utilize that. Meanwhile, Vala sneaking a few autos into the Immortal on the top side. Nicely done from Madara. Tyrael jumping around, does have the Sword of Justice for that extra jump. Cure, charged up that Righteous Hammer, power slide from ETC, push up from Lucio. Ardent Defender is activated. And a Wave of Force pushing Cure around. The Watering Keg activated by Chen once again. Prismac getting hit with a Fend from the Cassia. A Righteous Hammer pushes them back. Objective phase stalled out, but here's the issue for the side of Freedom Exporters. They've got catapults arriving in the top lane onto the keep. Valkyrie goes fishing, finds the Vala. She dead. 10 seconds on Divine Shield, by the way. It's looking like Freedom Exporters maybe drop down to the lower bracket, and we might be seeing them tomorrow morning. It might be another early day for the NA crew. Camp invaded over here. Chen jumps in. Wandering Keg available if he needs it. There's going to be the Wandering Keg. Camp stolen away. It goes to bottom lane with the Immortal. This could be a game-winning push. Could be a game-winning push here for the members of Three-Legged Cat. Well, let's find out. 7 kill advantage, talent tier and level. What? Thank you. I'm sorry. If that was that anonymous again? I'm sorry. I completely didn't even see the name. Thank you for the donation, anonymous. I think it was. If it was actually a person, I'm so sorry if I missed your name. So much chaos. Thank you. Fendon from the Cassia. There's going to be a Righteous Hammer from Urel, as well as the Wandering Keg. And Justing looks like he is smashed into the wall and taken down. It did say anonymous. Okay, thank you. Sorry, I was like trying to fix something and watch the game and thank the person. Thank you. Prismat over here getting low, is going to be taken down. Immortal on core. Prismat gets some death timer reduction by 9 seconds there. Cure jumps in. The Immortal will be cleared away. Cure will fall. Madara backs away to the safety. Oh, that's going to be a resurrection on the Tyrael. He goes down once again. More death timer reduction from Straight. A flying kick in from Chen. The Wave of Force. Porky will be taken down as well, it looks like, by the Lucio. Valkyrie comes out. Uther, the lone defender. Lone defender of Uther. Man, this is just bullying, but it's our favorite Northern European country. Finland will be achieved by Three-Legged Cat. We have got the reverse sweep, and Freedom Exporters will be dropped down to the lower bracket. We'll see them tomorrow morning, and later on today, we'll be seeing Three-Legged Cat up against the winner of our next best of 3. So we've got 2 best of 3s coming up. The winner of the next one will be heading into the upper bracket final, which is going to be our final best of 3 of the day. Is this control button? Oh, is this not control? Is this a function button? It is a function button. I need to change that button on my keyboard. Okay, today I learned. Anyways, we're going to run a block of ads. Be sure to subscribe, all that good stuff. Thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out. And if you get some ads, consider using your Prime Gaming, starting a Tier 1 sub. We do have the best Tier 3 alert on all of Twitch. It's not a joke. It's not a bait. It is the truth. And I'll see you after ads for map number 1 of our next series.